This is the plaintiff, Sally Rhea. She says she parked her car in front of the defendant's house, had permission to park there from his wife. Then the defendant turned around and had her car towed away. The defendant called the cops on her. He lied to her, and she had to pay a huge amount to get her car back. She's suing for $2,350, the cost of the tow, the cost of the impound, and the loss of a real estate commission. This is the defendant, Ganosh Mangru. He says the plaintiff asked him if she could park in front of his driveway, and he was going to let her if it was only for a few minutes while she ran into the bodega to buy something. When she told him she wasn't going to the bodega, she said she was going to park there anyway and basically flipped him the bird. He called the cops. They issued her 2 tickets and then towed the car. Owe this woman money for trying to act like a bully towards him? Fat chance. He's accused of having a parking problem. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $500 for slander.
All parties, please get your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Sally Rhea, you are suing Ganosh Mangru for $2,350 that you say he owes you and won't pay you. Tell me what's going on.
Thank you, Your Honor. On January 13th, I parked my car down a block from my office in front of his house.
In front of his house or in his driveway?
No, there is really no driveway there. His wife actually let me park there once before. This is the first time I'm seeing Mr. McGrew. I've never seen him before in my life. This is the first time.
Why would you need anybody's permission to just park in the street?
Because he has a sign on his gate that says no parking, so I was a little skeptical.
Is it your testimony that she parked blocking the driveway?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's what makes sense, because I know the police towed you and gave you a ticket, so you're not making sense. So did you block the driveway?
Well, there's no driveway there. I have pictures to show that,
Okay,
Your
let's see the
Honor.
pictures. So when you get there that day, do you ask for permission to park there?
No, I don't, Your Honor, because the wife let me park there before.
Okay, but you didn't see the wife this day?
No, I didn't see anybody this day. I've never even seen him before. Today's the first time I'm seeing him.
Okay, now, is this their house on this side?
That's their house right there.
And so the cars that are here are the cars that belong to these houses?
The car inside the area gate is his.
Okay, so how would these cars come out?
Well, there's an opening on the side of the fence.
I can't tell where the street is.
Here's the street
is
right
this
here.
the street? Because there's a tree there. That's why
There's
I'm
an
not. Is
illegal-
it an alleyway kind of? What is it? What have you? Let me see if I can see other pictures.
It's like an alley.
Yeah, but. Oh, okay. So there's this enormous sidewalk.
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay, so your pictures didn't show the actual. So the tree is on the sidewalk area, and then this is the street.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
All right. So when you say there's no driveway there, I see in their pictures what would commonly be called a driveway, because that car has to come out of that and come this way. So no car can block it there. Is that where you parked?
Well, I did park there, Your Honor, but that's an illegal curb cut. And there's been complaints before me with the Department of Buildings, which I have here, that was never inspected. He actually painted the curb cut, the curb that was there, yellow, which is there's no driveway there. There's no garage.
No, there is. It goes down because it's not. They're not going to drive their car and then hit the bottom of the car.
There's nowhere to park the car. You can't park the car inside the gate. It's illegal in New York City.
Well, then call the police and get them ticketed. If you, I'm not understanding. You are coming to court to literally sue the guy who calls the cops. The cops look at where you park. They find you blocking the driveway. They give you a ticket for it, and they tow you. And you are not only suing him for the $550, but you're suing him for $2,350. What's the other $1,800 that you're suing him for?
Well, I was on my way to a lease signing that day, and because my car was towed and there was no car there for me to go to the lease signing, I had to cancel my signing and find out where my car was, get my car, had personal belongings in my car, money in my car, documents in my car. I have a letter from the landlord here. I'm a real estate broker, My office is down the block from their house.
So because you chose to park in a space the police thought was towable, he needs to pay you the commission you missed?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I took the ticket to court in New York City, and they found me in favor. So I have that from New York City.
Okay, show me what they said to you. Either way, how does that mean he has to pay you?
He says there's no active because it's not an active driveway. I won the ticket in New York City.
Good for you. Then that means you didn't spend $550. Or it was $550 just the tow?
Just the tow.
I can't believe. Can I see your tow receipt?
I have it on my phone that I paid it. The tow company wouldn't give me a receipt.
Okay. First, let me hear from him, and then I'm going to come back to you. What happened that day? Do you know? Did you have a conversation with her, or did anybody?
Yes, I did.
Tell me about that.
I was cleaning my car, vacuuming my car. I had it in the yard. I saw her parked there. I said, if you're going to the bodega, it's okay, but if it's not a parking. It's not a legal parking. She turned to me and looked and said, you, and keep walking.
She said you to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she walked away. Where's she going? And then I go in my house because I keep record of her. The same car been parking there since November on my driveway. Every time I think she keep parking the car there, like that's a priority parking for her.
How many times has she parked there?
About 6 times.
And have you called the police each time?
No, I never called the police because I'm looking to see who, if somebody new in the neighborhood, just to speak to them.
Okay.
I never see her.
So this is the first time you see her park?
That's the first time I see her.
And she tells you to you?
Yes.
And then what do you do?
I go in the house and I come back. I tell my daughter.
Which one's the daughter? Step on up. What's your father go in and tell you?
He tells me that some lady parked in the driveway, and I was like, okay, because my dad is really nice when it comes to people parking in the driveway. He normally lets them park. And he said, then she said, you. So he later on tells me that he's seeing a traffic cop, and he tells them to tow her car.
Okay, and then the traffic cop comes up and gives her the ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they tow her car.
Yeah, but her inspection was expired in September month.
Oh, okay. So they gave her a ticket for that too. How do you know?
Because I was there when the traffic cop come out. We have it and.
Who's the wife?
And I never saw.
Come on up here and go to the microphone.
No, I never saw this woman before. I don't know what she's talking about.
And you never gave her
seen
permission?
No, never.
Okay,
I'm
go
the
ahead and go
wife.
back. Did you talk to her when she came back looking for her car?
Yes.
Yep.
You
I
did.
did.
What happened?
So she rings the doorbell, and I come outside, and she says, did you guys tow my car? And I said, yes, we did. And she's like, why? And I was like, my dad came out to you. I told her exactly what happened. My dad came out to you. The same time he did, he asked you if you were going to the bodega. You told him no, and you said you to him, and you walked off. So your car was towed. He needed the driveway at the time to wash his car, as he said.
And then what did she say?
She said, oh, he's a liar because I never spoke to your dad. She asked if I was Spanish, and she's like, I spoke to somebody Spanish, but I never spoke to your dad. And I was like, no, I'm not Spanish. But my dad did say he spoke to you.
Did you speak to somebody in Spanish?
There was a next-door neighbor there, a Hispanic gentleman, washing a car next door on a different property. And
Okay, look, I'm not.
and that was it. He never said anything about the parking. I didn't say anything to him. I asked who owned the building that he was parking on. He was washing the car in front of because it was for sale.
I want to understand your lawsuit. You have a $2,350
Yes.
lawsuit. You want me to order that man to pay you because you parked in a driveway and the police thought it was towable. So how would he be responsible if the police are the ones who towed you?
Well, I feel, Judge, that I have lost wages that day because my car was towed.
No, you have lost wages because the police felt that you were improperly parked.
But the court seen it.
I understand you got
in my
lucky and you
favor.
got that one dismissed. I saw that.
But the
that
pictures-
doesn't change that the police are the ones who towed you.
Well, it was a
In
traffic
other words,
agent. It was a
he
traffic
tells the
agent.
police, stop. He tells the police, that lady's blocking my driveway. And the police say, it's their job. He didn't tow you. He didn't call a private tow company to tow you out of his driveway. He tells the police. The police can say yes or no. As luck would have it, unfortunately for you, the police felt it was a very legal driveway and that it was appropriately marked. For person A to say to a judge that person B owes them money, you have to show that person B did something wrong to you. Other than calling the police?
He did.
And
He took my car.
no.
He had my car towed.
No.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, I love this case. It's so interesting. Does he have to pay for her tow since she won in traffic court that it's a non-active driveway? What do you say?
I think the judge already made his decision.
But it's a different judge now. This is a small claim.
So basically, I would say that he would have to pay for the ticket.
He has to pay. What do you say?
I think he has to pay, yeah.
You're nodding.
I think so too.
Why?
Well, because I don't know.
But remember, the police made the decision to tow. All he did was call the police.
Okay, so the police are in the right for doing that, I guess.
Boy, you got a lot of questions, don't you? Yeah. Going inside the courtroom.
He called the police, and he didn't even call the police. He said to the police officer, hey, this lady's blocking my driveway. He goes, indeed she is.
No, there is no driveway there.
And the police towed your car.
There's no driveway there. It's an inactive driveway. Okay. There's no driveway.
Now, apparently you have a countersuit against her?
Yeah.
For how much?
500.
For what?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, come on up. Mom is itching to come up. Come on. Go ahead.
Hi. Yeah. She put flyers calling him is a liar, and she put it in the whole neighborhood, slandering his name that he's a liar, and everybody knows the person, this address, the correct name of him. And she so much flyers, and she distributed in the whole neighborhood.
Wait, flyers that said what?
That my husband is a liar.
There are pictures of more of them.
A whole set, like a good amount. And everybody in the neighborhood.
Why is the R cut off to the word liar?
Because she printed it badly. Also, the double O's were cut out too, and she had to write them in.
Yeah, she wrote it in.
Did you make these flyers?
Yes, I did, and I did throw them all over the neighborhood because he is a liar. And they are lying to you.
This is nuts.
Yeah, I know. Well, that made me nuts that day. That made me crazy that day.
Yeah, this stuff's not good for your health.
Yeah, I know it's not. Neither is this.
No, seriously, no, kidding aside, like it's not good for your health to have that kind of pent-up rage that would cause you to go around.
Yeah, that was anger. I was angry that they towed my car, sure.
But can you not, like, seriously look at your own behavior and see that there are consequences that mere mortals have and that you're a mere mortal too? Like, you can't look at this and say, geez, I guess I shouldn't have parked there. Your answer is there's no parking in the city of New York, so...
Everybody parks there.
Okay, well then people get towed. It's a cost of doing business then. What effect did this have? Anything?
It was a release for me. That's
yeah, no, I know it's a release for you.
Yeah, it got rid of some
I know, it's not all about you all the time.
No, right now
I'm asking you, not you. You have a counterclaim against her. What effect did this have? I mean, were people in the neighborhood giggling?
Yeah, everybody come to me, and even the bodega.
I need you to stop talking. I mean it. What effect did this have? What were people in the neighborhood saying?
They asked me who spelled right that thing, who's spelled, and they come ask me if I know who's the person. I never met her. I never see her beside her one day until they make the second day I see her.
What propelled you? He's a liar about what?
Well,
what did he lie about?
The tow truck driver told me that he said that whole story that he just told you, that whole story he just told you, the tow truck driver told me that story too.
You're talking about where he says that he talked to you and the FU and all that?
When I spoke to the tow truck driver, when the tow truck driver told me that he towed my car, I asked him why. And he told, the story he just told you is what the tow truck driver told me.
So when you're saying
I said, I never seen this guy before.
Okay.
I don't know this guy. I've never seen him before, so I said he's a liar. He's a liar.
And your parents let people park there a lot? I mean, even she says that you permit people to park there if they're going to the bodega, it's a quick run or whatever?
Yeah, if I'm out there, people ask me if they can park there, because I normally park in the driveway.
Okay.
So sometimes people see me, I start my car, come out, can I park here for 2 minutes? I just want to run to the bodega, and I say yes.
That's
because
a lie.
I know they come out.
How do you know that's a lie?
Because I never seen him before. This is the first time I've ever seen him.
How can you...
Because he's lying right to your face.
All right, listen, I'm not going to make her pay you $500. And, you know, there really was no effect on you, okay?
Wow.
Verdict for the defendant on your lawsuit against him.
Wow.
All right, guys.
Well, the plaintiff fails to prevail in her lawsuit here. Sally, I have to tell you, how do you feel about what the judge just said to you?
I think she's nuts.
You think the judge is nuts?
Yeah, I think she is.
Why do you say that?
Because the papers show it all. It's all there. It's plain to see. So I'm done with this. They could all go to hell.
It's obvious. You're going the wrong way, my dear.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice life.
I'll have a nice life. Okay. Mr. Mongrue? You've been through it on this one. I'm sorry she brought you to court, but congratulations. I'm glad
thank
you
you very
didn't end
much.
up losing anything. Okay. Sorry you didn't win your case, but that's the way it goes some days.
thank you,
Okay,
thank you.
have a nice life,
Okay, thank you.
and the door is that way. It's a very interesting, funny argument, Harvey. How do you think about this?
Okay, I love the case, Doug. So the bottom line here is that the police made the decision to tow. All he did was call. So doesn't matter whether she won in traffic court. He's not responsible. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.